Good day and welcome to today's interview on our way to Autopromotech 2022, and in particular, introducing a series of workshops as part of IAM, International Aftermarket Meetings, dedicated to the international audience. Today, we will be having with us Michel Malik, Group Publisher and CEO at Body Shop International, and Robert Snook, IBIS Global Conference Moderator and Group Director of MG Canon. I'm going to ask them what it will be the main topics in the workshop dedicated to future of body shop sector at Autopromotech 2022 and who will be involved in it. I have a few questions for you guys. First of all, hello and thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Okay, the first question I'm going to ask probably is directed to Michel Malik. Michel, why are we doing the body shop seminars at Autopromotech this year? What's the reason why?
Well, it's a very simple reason. The world has been virtually shut down with COVID-19, and there has been no person-to-person meetings around the world. And it's time for us to meet our clients, our friends, our business stakeholders, and we should get together and explain what's happening in the last 2 years or 3 years of the industry. I think seminars are extremely important because you can just portray all the information that has been kept within the stakeholders to the public. And this is one of the biggest reasons why we have seminars.
Yeah, very, very interesting, Michel, and you're totally right. Another question I'd like to ask to Robert. Robert, what will the seminars cover? What will be the topics?
Well, we have two very different and very interesting seminars to give out, Emanuele. The first one is on adapting to change and two technologies that are changing the body repairs forever. We're going to be talking about ADAS and how it's growing in importance for body shops and how it's affecting body shop processes and what they need to do and think about to repair these vehicles safely and correctly. We're also going to be talking about electric vehicles. How are these processes different to ICE vehicles and what body shops need to do before they even start taking on electric vehicle repairs? And then we'll finish that seminar talking about how we can manage the change and what we need to do to prepare ourselves to adapt successfully to these new technologies. Our second seminar is on paint and coatings and how these are changing and evolving, and again, how we should prepare for the new technologies around paint and coatings. So we're going to look from the OEM's perspective. How important is paint and coatings, and how are things like ADAS and EV affecting the coatings that go on the cars? We're going to look from the paint supplier's perspective, and we're going to talk about how they can offer new things to their customers in terms of products and services to add more value to their relationships. And then we can also look at insurers and vehicle manufacturers and other network owners, and we can see how they can think about these sort of things we're going to be talking about, and they can look at their network through a different lens and see if it's going to be fit for the future.
This sounds so interesting, and will be for sure interesting for all the exhibitors and visitors coming to Autopromotech involved in the body shop sector, which will be huge next Autopromotech. Next question is to both of you. I will ask first to Michel Malik, and then to Robert. I will listen to your replies. Who should attend these seminars? Who is the target?
You know, we can answer this very, very simply, and that is anybody who is involved in the collision repair industry. Anybody who cares about what's happening in this industry, whether they are body shop owners, body shop operators, technicians, apprentices, anybody in a body shop would be very interested in learning what's happening in the industry. What are the new changes that we are seeing now with the changes as far as EVs and ADAS? This is something that maybe 2-3 years ago were very esoterical, but now is part and parcel of everything that works in a body shop. I'll let Robert answer. Who else should be there? Have I left you anybody, Robert?
Well, no, I think you've summarized it very well, Michelle. I think it's anyone who intends to have a business in this industry in the next 3 to 5 years. If you intend to still be in this industry, you need to think about these things and how you can adapt to them in your business. So owners and leaders who are looking to get more clarity on the future, not only in 2022, but a little bit beyond. People who want a competitive edge over their competition, someone who wants to get a jump on the market and lead the way. Otherwise, we're going to just end up commoditizing our industry if we don't look forward and adapt to the future. Whenever there's any innovation and new technology, you always get opportunity. And the best way you can take advantage of that is to learn about it early at events like this and adapt it before someone else does.
I'm more and more convinced about the importance of having this seminar during next Autopromotech. And at Autopromotech 2022, we're going to host, we're going to attract many delegations from all over the world. Michelle, why should those delegates attend this seminar, delegates coming from all over the world, more than 40 countries?
Well, as you probably know, Emanuele, we have a few people on every panel, and these are people from the UK, from the USA, from Australia, from around the world. And every part of this panel has got a different view, and they have different systems, how they do. And obviously, all the visitors, the delegates who are not coming just from Bologna. They'll be coming from all over the world. And they will get to learn the differences and how things are happening in other parts of the world, maybe better, maybe worse, but they will learn and listen and hopefully take something with them and implement it in their operation.
Very interesting, very interesting. I got a last question to Robert. Robert, what benefit will they be able to take away from the seminars? What will be the main benefits?
Yeah, that's a great question, Emanuele, because of course that's what ultimately it's all about, isn't it? What am I actually going to take away from the event and take back to my business? So first and foremost, it's going to be greater clarity. It's just like a captain of a ship. We need to be up on the bridge, looking out to the horizon, seeing what's coming so we can avoid the icebergs. So this event will give them greater clarity they can take back to their business and work out a plan of what they need to do. It'll give them some real go-do things that are not futuristic, things they can go away and implement immediately to see instant results and instant value from attending Autopromotech. And it will also help them benchmark their position against, what they used to do, against what their competitors are doing, and find these new edges and innovations that will give them a lead on the market. Really is multiple benefits that can start the day after they get back to their business.
I understand. So, concluding, if you are interested in attending this workshop during Autopromotech 2022, you just have to go to our website and reserve a seat. Soon, this service will be available. And most of all, be ready to visit Autopromotech 2022 by booking your travel and reserving an hotel room. The exhibition will be open by May 25th to May 28th at the Bologna Expo Center, Italy, as usual. And it's going to be big and full of content, as you can see.